husband walks into a police station, insisting he's the victim. Minutes later, a detective is standing at his wife's front door. At that moment, neither of them knows what will ultimately decide who leaves this house in handcuffs. It won't be who called first.
Hey, sir. Hey, Sarah, right?
Yes.
Hey, Detective Sigmund, this is Officer Miller.
Nice to
Hey,
meet
you as well. I assume you know why we're here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he would do that because he's the one who initiated violence first. And, I mean, he did this all in front of our 3-year-old, so...
Can you tell me about it?
Sure.
Yeah, kind of tell me exactly what happened.
I mean, so he, came into the house. He had, I don't know, something in his hand, and I was just trying to talk to him about some stuff that was going on.
He told us about the fair.
I mean, that's...
Yeah.
It's, it's our business.
Well, it's ours now because the police are involved. So, I mean, that's why he was gone. That's why he came here. It is what it is, but
Right.
just so you know, like I know what happened.
Okay. I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, he has made threats. He was here yesterday drunk, making threats that he was going to go over to Luis's house, and that, I felt very like he was going to make a move or something threatening was going to happen, and I saw that his knuckles were all bloody, and so I just kind of assumed that he had gotten into an altercation. So I was asking him about that because he did make texts and emails to me kind of saying like he was going to meet up with him or find him in some way, shape, or form. And so that was my concern, and I was just like, can you please just tell me if you hurt him? Like, what did you do? I deserve to know that.
That's the conversation today, right?
That was about that was the conversation today.
Okay.
Yes, upstairs,
Yeah.
and I see that your knuckles are all bloody, and that
So
your
his right hand isn't normally like that.
right. That's
Okay.
why I asked him about it, and he just said, I talked to Luis, and he wouldn't tell me exactly if he met up with him or like what he said or anything. And so I was just trying to get more information on that, and also at the same time with all of this going on, I have an appointment that I need to take my daughter to that he said that he was going to come watch his children with. And so I needed either the car seats, which are in the truck, or my car, or for him to stay here so that I could get my daughter to her appointment at 12. And so I grabbed the keys, and I was just like, I either need to take the boys or...
At first, they're arguing about truck keys. The detective isn't. He's trying to understand how those keys changed hands. That detail will become far more important than either of them realizes.
Or you're staying here, like either or. I need to make this appointment, which obviously didn't happen. And so I grabbed the truck keys, and he got really upset with that. And
where were the truck keys at?
they were in his hand, but I mean,
So you reached for the car keys that he had in his hand?
Yes, and I grabbed them and I put them in my pocket.
Is that what cut his finger?
I mean, possibly. I have also scratches and cuts from him too. I was bleeding on my other shirt as well, but I mean, yeah, that's... I don't think that it was, like, it wasn't forceful that I took the keys off of him.
Well, you mentioned that. So I saw that has that wire ring on the keys. And I asked, I said, is that what cut his hand? And you said, possibly, probably. So you took him in a force enough that a wire cut his finger.
I mean, yeah, but they were in my pocket the whole time, and then from that point,
Well, hold on. They're his keys that you said he had in his hand that you took from him.
correct.
And you took him with enough force that it cut his finger open.
I mean, yeah, but like my fingers were cut too. So
Where's your fingers cut at?
right here, and I have other scratches that he, put on my body as well. And so, and the thing is like, this is...
Show me again. I'm not seeing anything.
Can I also just say that this is our properties too, like the kids have the car seats in the car.
Sure.
I want to, I am absolutely having to, go into the car. Like I needed the car, or I needed him to stay here, which was not even, like didn't sound like it's something he was going to do.
Well, I think car seats are one thing. I think the way that one retrieves the car keys is a complete other.
And then as far as
So the keys were either to like keep him here so you could have this conversation about Louise because you saw his knuckles and you thought maybe he had actually been in a fight with Louise.
Yes.
And then
because that's what he was threatening all night. Was that he was going to meet up with him, and that he already knew where he lived, and that he had this conversation with him. He already scoped him out and was basically stalking him, which he told me that he was.
It was expired as of November 8th of last year.
so
I'm sorry, 637.
so you take the keys. Did you mention you had them in your back pocket? Is that what you said earlier? So you put them in your back pocket. What happens from there?
Well, and I just wanted to know if he had talked or spoken with Luis, and he just kept saying, give me my keys, and it was just kind of all downhill from there. He had noticed that they were in my back pocket, so he had jumped on me, basically just like taking me around, throwing me around in front of our sons.
So you guys were wrestling over the keys.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Is that how he got all those like claw marks and everything from your fingers? I'd assume that's what they were.
Yes, because those are defensive wounds because he was grabbing me from behind. Mm-hmm. And he just, he knows what he's doing. He's, he has fought before in MMA and he's a lot bigger than I am. So I'm not sure, as far as what I feel like I've been thrown around, but you guys can't see that because I don't have physical bruises. I haven't checked my body yet, but I'm sure they're on there. So it's like...
No, I have no reason not to believe that you were... You said thrown on the bed? Is that what you...
Well, I think he used the word on the bed. Okay. He was just throwing me around everywhere, and all of this...
Well, you said he got on top of you.
Yeah, he was he put his arms around me from behind.
Like standing?
Yes, standing up, and then brought me down to the ground. And, at that point, I'm just kind of trying to get him off of me as much as I can. Okay. So if I did use my hands, that's probably what the scratches are from, but...
Okay. Did he ever punch you?
No.
No, okay. And did you hit him in the back of the head when he was holding one of the children?
No.
By now, the detective has heard one version of what happened. What he's looking for next isn't another accusation. It's something he can verify.
No. It's just, everything happened so fast, and I know that, when he brought me down, one of the kids was, and this was all in front of both of them, so.
He said that the kids were there.
Yeah.
Okay. And once he gets the keys, he leaves.
He just left immediately.
Okay. Circling back, because if I misunderstand this, tell me where I'm wrong. Okay. Just to repeat it back, kind of what happened. Mm-hmm. So he comes over here, and
when he came back yesterday, he stole my laptop. He stole my work laptop too. I was going to call you guys, but I was like, maybe he'll have some, because he was very drunk, very intoxicated yesterday, and he took my work laptop, which there's so much NPI in there that it's I can't let anybody who's not a part of our firm to have that, so I really was going to call if he didn't return, but return it this morning.
He would have brought it back. Sure.
Yeah.
So he comes back. You want to find out what's going on with Louise because you didn't want him to leave, and you also wanted the car seats. You take the keys from him that were in his hand, which cut his finger. There is some...
How do we know that this didn't happen after? Because when I left, there was no blood. There's no blood anywhere on...
His finger's definitely cut. Right here across, and he said it was from holding on to that metal ring of the keys.
Okay, but I didn't see that when he left. So what I'm asking you is how do we know that was?
Well, regardless, that's what started.
Give it to me.
Regardless, that's what's his car. Regardless, that's what started the whole thing.
It's unfortunate that it has to come to this, just because there wasn't a civil conversation had.
100%.
And
100%.
I don't feel like this is a great use of.
For the detective, this changes the conversation. If police have responded before, today's argument may not be an isolated incident.
Your guys' fine.
I disagree. I mean, a guy came in. He believes that that there was a problem. That he believes he's a victim of domestic violence, and he wants us to look into it. I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, just the same as if you felt the same way. I mean, we would help you in the exact same, or trying to figure out what would happen. So I mean, that's what we're here for.
Because it didn't come first. Because did he tell you the parts where he inflicted violence on me?
Today?
Yes. Or did he miss that?
He said he pushed you to get you away from you.
No, that did not happen. So because I didn't come to you first, you guys are choosing to believe him.
That's why. But you're mistaken.
This is not the first time that this has happened. Okay, we've lived in Arizona before, and the cops have been called prior, and it's the same thing. You guys can't see what he inflicts on me, but I'm not going to sit here and say that it didn't happen. It could, because it did, and he knows exactly what he did.
But you said he didn't hit you.
So wait, in order to be considered domestic, it has to be hit?
Are you saying
you have to be hit?
Do you saying the words that he said?
No, I'm saying the fact that he literally pulled me up and dropped me on the floor, which I have multiple times told you. And so, I mean, I have...
You never said that he dropped you up and put you on the floor. You said that when he got on top of you, you said that it was from behind.
It was from behind, and he pulled me down to the floor. I did tell you that.
And then
from there, my head was being hit on our closet, and we were wrestling on the floor, and there was a lot of, pain that was inflicted on me. But because he has a literal blood spot on his finger, it's considered, I'm...
And his arms and stuff, too.
Both sides need to be considered, and I don't
That's why we're
appreciate that you, just because he came to your office first, that, he's saying that he didn't do anything, or that he's the 100% victim in this situation, because that's not the...
So as far as that goes, I haven't made a decision on anything.
And I'm going to tell you that, this isn't the first time that this has happened before.
You said in Arizona.
In Arizona, the same thing happened, and I would have hoped to God he realized how difficult it was to go through, because obviously since this happened in front of the children, now you have to, I'm assuming, presumably involve CPS, which I hope to God you guys don't. But I really, really, really wish that he considered this, because now it's going to be a different road now.
Well, what happened in Arizona? Anybody
was they arrested?
Arrested?
No.
So just like a domestic
arrested.
dispute?
Yeah.
It's an argument?
Child Protective Services involved?
Yeah,
because of her?
Because my
Your
daughter was home, and she had heard and saw the aftermath of things, and it's just... Is
there a way... I know he just fell asleep on you.
Yeah.
Can you look to see if anything started to bruise? And that doesn't have to be bruising. You don't have to be cut for me to believe you or anything like that. But just from him grabbing or wrestling or anything like that. I don't know if you can sit him on the couch right there. If you would.
That's the dog's couch.
Oh, okay. Too hairy.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
Well, I mean.
Do you have eczema or psoriasis? Or?
No, that's just from this new sweater that I put on.
Oh, okay.
And then, that was from him.
That's a scratch from?
Yeah. And this is starting to bruise.
Okay. Do you mind if I take a picture? I have a work phone. This is strictly work. This is not personal or anything like that. Are you okay if I take a picture of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not going to mention the
bruise?
bruise?
No, yep. Just gotta start here. Just move your hand. There you go. Okay. So, I just need a couple minutes. I need to make a couple phone calls, and then I'll be back in. He's at our police station. That's where he's at. He's not under arrest or anything like that. He's sitting in our lobby because he's the one that reported this. That's where he's at. Mm-hmm. So obviously we got to come to a conclusion on everything. So I just got to make a couple phone calls. Just give me just a few minutes, and then we'll get this whole thing wrapped up, and we'll figure out where we got to do. Okay.
And then as far as CPS is involved, can we just not?
So unfortunately, that's not how it works. You know, it's how it is that they were present in it. I hear what you're saying.
We're not bad parents. We are just going through a really tough time in our marriage, and they do not deserve to be punished from this. So I get where you're coming from. I get it. That's why I didn't call you guys, because I was also hurting. So I don't really I know how this goes. But he was not thinking, and now our kids are going to be punished for this.
This whole thing, like you said earlier, you said it's going to change everything, and your statement probably wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, it's probably not. Do I think that children are going to be taken from people? No, I don't think that. But what they do have to make sure is that everybody's safe, everybody's fine. It just kind of is what it is as far as that goes. And I understand where you're coming from. You're like, it's not necessary. We're good parents. Things got out of hand.
The next decision won't be made in this room. Before anyone is arrested, the detective contacts the prosecutor's office. What comes back from that call will determine what happens next.
And, unfortunate circumstances, I get it. I promise you I hear you. But at the same time, it's like there's a part of me that has to document things that have happened.
Okay, well,
But
I hope that you grasp the entirety of the story, and since my 3-year-old was a witness, I'm not saying that you should talk to him about it, but I'm saying that he knows exactly,
He was standing. I understand. No, and I feel like I grasped it, and that's why I said it back to you, because I didn't want to interpret anything that you said or anything that was happening. So I wanted to make sure that I was correct. So just give me just a few minutes. Give me 5 minutes, and then we'll try to wrap this thing up. Then, okay? Okay. Thank you so much.
Come back down. Hi.
Okay.
Sorry, he ran upstairs and
Oh.
I'm washing the dishes.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So the as far as just the story goes, it's a lot to take in there. I called our prosecutor just to say, hey, the Delaware County prosecutor, just to ask him, hey, this is the story. What's going on? So how do you feel about it? And she felt, and it was kind of what I was.
By this point, the detective already has both stories. The question now isn't who feels wronged. Under Ohio law, he has to determine who the primary physical aggressor was based on the evidence in front of him.
Asking, so you're looking for the physical primary aggressor in a domestic incident. And she felt that since you grabbed the keys to prevent him from leaving because you wanted to know about Luis, which he sustained an injury from, that you would be the physical primary aggressor in this, okay? Because of that, you're going to be arrested, okay, for domestic violence and assault.
No, these kids cannot.
So just let me finish. So I don't want to turn this into something crazy and loud and more charges and everything like that. So let's just work together for a second, okay? So in his truck outside is their dad, okay? He can take the kids. He's their father. He can take the kids, which is fine. We're gonna go back to our station. There's some paperwork. We will then take you to the Delaware County Jail, where then they'll process you, and then they'll go from there where you can get yourself out. Okay. Go ahead.
How can you not see right through this? I mean, a divorce was inevitable, right? But then, to come to the station and have all of this drama played out like this, it just seems like he was just trying to gain leverage so that he can have primary custody of the kids, which is going to happen, okay? If I'm arrested today, that is what's going to happen. And I would like to reach out to your prosecutor because, I mean, there's there's just no way that these kids can survive. You realize that you guys are letting somebody who is a habitual cannabis smoker around his family, a heavy drinker.
Well, you're allowed to smoke marijuana.
I get it, but like he's not his best self around the children. I need to be here for my kids. I cannot. There's just no way that I'm going to get arrested today.
Fair.
Presume our divorce. Like I that was inevitable, but like now it just seems like there's reasons that I feel you guys should, see right through, because this happens all the time. People get divorced, but there's leverage that he's trying to gain so that he can get
I don't
custody.
believe that was the case today, okay? I really don't. He was just as frustrated as you are with the whole situation. He came and told his side of the story. The officers came here and got the same side of the story. The versions were very similar to each other. He was injured today, and so we've got to act on that. So the sooner that...
Go upstairs. You can go upstairs, honey.
Sarah, the sooner that we get this taken care of, the sooner you can make your phone calls and come back, okay?
And phone calls too. Like, what are you, an attorney?
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, I mean.
And what kind of attorney? A family law?
No, it's a defense attorney. Defense attorney. And again, we're not judge, jury, and executioner. This is what happened. This is what has to. These are the stages that we're at right now. I'm not trying to create a big scene. I'm not trying to escort you out of here with your neighbors. I'm not trying to make a big scene. I'm not trying to do any of that. Okay.
I mean, it seems like that's what he wants, so.
I don't think he really wanted any of this, to be honest with you.
Well, then he should have thought about that before he stepped right in. This is something that we could have handled on our own.
Perhaps, yeah. I don't disagree with what
and
you
you
said.
guys are okay taking a mom. Like, these kids need their mom. My child is 2 and he's still nursing. Mm-hmm. So I'm confused how that's supposed to work. Can you please go back and, disclose this information to your prosecutor? And maybe she'll change her mind? Did anyone think about this before?
Well, did you think about any of this, Sarah? I mean, you're not...
I was trying to have a conversation about what his bruises and his fun was, because he made threats that he was going to kill and hurt Louise yesterday. And I think that's fair. I deserve to know what happened. And yeah, I mean, just from taking keys, okay. There's nothing else that can be done.
No.
Just make sure you have your phone, your wallet, your ID, things like that, take it with you so if you can make some phone calls when you get there, we'll go from there.
Okay.
Good job. All right, you ready? Here, catch. Ready? Catch. Which one are you? The first one.
Two people described the same night in completely different ways. The detective had to decide which account was supported by the evidence. In the end, only one person left in handcuffs, and that decision wasn't based on who spoke first. It was based on what investigators believed they could prove.
Your wallet, just hand me that. Yeah, don't sit on that. And I'll give it to you when we get back to the station, okay? You can put these in here. I don't care about that. You're here. All right, just put your hands behind your back here. They don't feel too tight, do they? Okay. Go ahead and don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why? This is exactly what he wanted.
Just face me, and then just sit back that way.
This is my first time in the police.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you face me, and then as soon as we get back to the station, I'll get these off of you. Are you okay?